you should get and build Texas Altar? Long answer. This entire video.
Ci si rivede, Doc. La pioggia di Siracusa può lasciarti la coda molto umida. Questo posto è decisamente più gradevole. Non preoccuparti. Exusie può farsi carico dei servizi di corriere, ma io accetterò qualsiasi compito mi si presenti.
Target 確認。すぐに終わらせる。血は残すな。後片付けが面倒になる。
Siracusano, Texas The Omertosa is a limited 6-star executor specialist from Colombia. Came from Siracusan mafia family that operates in that country. But the family was purged because of a conflict between them and Signora Cecilia in the year 1092. Through the oath that Siracusano made with Zorro, one of the Wolf Lord of Siracusa, she was able to cut off her mafia ties and escape from the purge, turning her into the last surviving member of the Texas family. But as part of the oath she made years ago, one day, Zorro wants Siracusano to pay her debt and return to Siracusa to help his side in the proxy war against other Wolves Lord. Siracusano decided to fulfill that promise and go to Siracusa, in the hope this will finally sever her ties with the mafia once and for all. 3 things you shouldn't do in Arknights: ignoring your base, forgetting to do Annihilation, and skipping Texas Altar. Texas Altar is our second 6-star executor after Phantom, and also a limited operator, with abilities that will certainly benefit your team. So, let's see all of her abilities. As an executor specialist, her redeployment time is quicker than other units in the game. And if you have Silver Ash, you can further reduce her redeployment time. An executor is often a great unit to either block an enemy's hit, kill an enemy, or interrupt an enemy. Pretty much Texas is a mix, but her damage-oriented kit is usually the main selling point. This is her general stats. Typical executor, low DP cost, decent attack but quite squishy. Compared to Phantom, Texas has a slightly bigger attack but slightly lower on defensive. But this lower defense will be compensated later with her talent and skills. Now this is her talent. For her first talent, when her skill is active she will gain an attack boost, and when she defeated an enemy for the first time, she will recast her skills and recovers all of her HP. This is a unique and very useful talent. Not only it will boost the damage from her skills, but also indirectly making her skill duration longer, and increasing her survivability with that HP recovery. Considering her skills big damage and AoE ability, the second effect of this talent will active most of the time. Now for the second talent. Before defeating an enemy, her attack speed will increase and reduce all damage taken. Not as flashy as her talent 1, but it is certainly useful. The plus attack speed will help her dealing more hits to the enemies, and making it easier for her to activate the second effect of her talent 1. As for the damage reduction, it will certainly improve Texas' survivability. Helpful to mitigate enemies' hit, especially when she's going to face a tough foe. Now this is her potential upgrade list. A great candidate to max potential, with bonuses that will certainly be useful for this amazing operator. Now let's see her module. She got the Y module that will increase her attack when there's no allied unit in her 4 adjacent tiles, and increase her attack and HP. Overall I think the requirements of this module effect is easy to be fulfilled. The attack boost is good, and also the HP boost further reduces her squishiness. For the module upgrade, it will enhance her first talent. It just increases the attack boost but doesn't add anything new. While seems bland, but it serves her purpose as a damage-oriented executor. With all the attack she gets from skills, talent and this module, it will turn her into an ultimate fast redeploy killing machine. Now for the real deal, let's see her skills. First skill will boost her attack, and each hit will silence enemy's special ability up to 10 seconds, during which the target also takes arts damage every second. The main purpose of this skill is to silence an enemy. But you probably will rarely use this, and I suggest you don't prioritize this to mastery. Not only silenceable enemies are rare, but you miss out a lot of damage potential when you using this skill. However, this is still a useful skill if you need to silence an enemy. Moving on to her second skill. Her best DPS skill, and the skill that makes people call her Mini Circa. First, this will inflict a big impact of AoE arts damage, and also inflicting resistance debuff. Then increasing her attack, and her attack deal 2 hits and turns into arts damage. For a fast redeploy, the amount of damage this skill offers is quite insane. Especially when considering she can inflict this skill twice by using her first talent. The resistance debuff covers the whole skill duration, and other operators also benefit from it. And the fact this is her skill 2 means a newbie, someone lacking resources, or unlucky enough to not yet enter her in IS mode, have already got her best damage skill. And boy, her being a fast redeploy in this skill arts damage really makes her a best partner with upcoming operator Idol Rest 2 to give an even bigger arts damage. Needless to say, this is an amazing skill that you should focus, unless you prefer her crowd control more with this one. Last but not least, her third skill. Deal AoE arts damage upon deployment twice, and stuns those who got hit for 2 seconds. Afterward, up to 4 enemies around her will get hit by a sword drain every second. That continuously deals high arts damage and deals a macro stun. This is an amazing crowd control skill that affects many enemies, while it offers less damage than skill 2. But overall the damage this skill inflicts is already high. The impact damage is usually enough to kill normal and some elite enemies, and then instantly activate the second effect of her talent 1. Dealing that 165% AoE arts damage 4 times in total. Or if that impact damage wasn't enough, her sword drain might do the trick. The impact and macro stun could also prevent enemies from attacking her by resetting their attack animation. This is quite awesome, especially if that enemy can one-shot her or other operators. And also the stun will make her interrupt enemies' movement, preventing enemies from leaving her attack range or at least stalling them down. Also, as Texas herself doesn't get any direct attack boost, you can just deploy her without making her block an enemy and let a sword drain do the work. All things considered, a top tier crowd control and damage skill. The only time where this skill lost its usefulness is definitely when fighting an enemy who cannot be stunned like most bosses. And by the way, if Texas got a negative status like Frozen, her sword rain will still continue attacking. Now for skill mastery priority. She is M6 worthy, and I suggest you focus her skill 3 first. It slightly gains more from mastery than her skill 2. And this kind of effective control and damage skill is quite rare to be seen in other operators' kit. Moreover, her skill 3 is the main MVP in the upcoming CC11. So I suggest you prepare for now. Now for her base skill, not something quite special. It increases specialist and vanguard operators' mastery speed by plus 30%. Further increase it if training for mastery 2. Texas Salter is a good operator for your team, no doubt. She's an amazing unit in most main theme and event stages. Amazing as an early and late unit in IS mode. And also in some advanced stages. For a fast redeploy, she indeed has a lot to offer. I almost feel bad for Phantom. Not to mention other operators in her debut banner are also amazing. Pretty much there's no reason to skip her. So what are you waiting for? Get your pineapple pizza and or random ready. We got a wolf to gacha, and possibly a Texas bloodline to save. That should be all. Arrivederci.